I was born in Seattle, Washington in 1954. I am the seventh of 10 children. My mother is Agatha Herschel Sokol, and my father is Willem Mark Sokol. And I was born into a very musical family, so from my mother's womb, I have been surrounded by music. All of my siblings are musicians, and most of them, even today, are professional musicians. And I started piano when I was 5 years old. I started cello when I was 10. So between family and the Catholic Church and the Seattle Youth Symphony, which he conducted for 28 years, I believe, that was really my little world in Seattle. I was really very serious about music. I went to the University of Washington and I majored in music for 2 years there. And then I transferred to Indiana University where I studied cello with János Starker. There was an opening in the Omaha Symphony and I could go with my friends from Indiana University and we filled the first chairs of the orchestra and played in the string quartet. And then I went to Vancouver to the orchestra there, but I still knew I wasn't home. And that's an interesting feeling, you know, to go from place to place and know, no, this isn't quite it. Soon after that, I broke my finger on my left hand, which you kind of need to play. So I had to take time off from the orchestra and I went down to Seattle. I walked in the door of the monastery and I said, this is home. And that was really a uniquely powerful experience, which forced me to resign eventually from the Vancouver Symphony. From a very early age, I did think about being a sister. I was educated by sisters, and I just felt drawn to religious life. And I came to visit the monastery here in Reno, and I thought, I feel comfortable with this group of sisters. I feel comfortable with the way that they're interpreting the life. And that was in 2001. The inspiration that I've had to write music has really been based on my experience as a religious. When it came to St. Teresa of Avila celebrating her 500th anniversary of birth, I thought, okay, I'll try and do something for her. I wrote a number of pieces, including Nada de Turbe, which is St. Teresa's own poem that was found in her prayer book after she died. We created virtual choirs. So we all appeared to be in the same place at the same time, but we weren't. That was done digitally. But it did unite all the Carmelites of the world who took part in this. It was about 100 nuns from many different nations and all singing the same thing. It was so powerful to see the first sister come on that video from Croatia, knowing what that country is going through. And it all ties together, I feel personally, with my conviction that my vocation is for world peace. And part of world peace is unity. It's drawing people together. Music draws people together.